Yeah, what I really want everyone to realize and know is that we are a direct descendant of our 4 founders that worked so hard to get the business to where it is. My grandfather would have been the first one to actually start a Collett hardware. Started in Waynesville, probably been in the 1920s, maybe even in the 1900s. After that location was sold, then they moved and my dad got involved and they moved to New Burlington. Well, I would probably say that my dad took it up on himself as a challenge to make it successful. He was never one to walk away. Whatever he put his mind to, he was going to make it a success. I think a part of it was he was a people person. He loved his customers. There wasn't a question, a problem, a situation that if he didn't know the answer to it, he was going to find it, or he was going to go out and get what that customer needed.
My parents were married in 1946.
She obviously knew what Dad did. I don't think she realized the commitment that it was going to take on her part. They basically lived in the hardware store for quite a few years until the late 1950s. And I know that was hard for her. She would talk about going to bed at night cold because the store was a cold place. It wasn't a warm, cozy place to lay your head at night. So she always told me going forward, she was never going to be cold. So you'd go into her house and it was 80 degrees every day. And then my uncle got involved and they put an operation in Spring Valley. So it kind of was a building process from 1 to 2 and then on into Wilmington where there was a 3rd. Growing up in the business. Pretty all-consuming from an early age. If I wasn't at the hardware store, running around through the aisles, I was in a propane delivery truck. I spent about every evening during the fall and winter months. We didn't have our own storage facility for propane, so we would have to travel to Enid, Ohio, to pick up propane. I can remember multiple times when New Burlington would flood because our store was located in the lower portion of New Burlington. Our driveway at our house looked like a propane delivery station because all the tanks that they were afraid were going to flood away, they would bring to our driveway and park them. So trucks and tanks and just about anything was sitting at our house. It was just a way of life. And I don't think I knew that there was a different way of life out there. When you were a business owner and you lived in your business, it was 24/7, 7 days a week.
I think the biggest thing that I've learned from this experience about Mom is just seeing her passion that she has for this company, for the career that she's chosen, and for our customers, for our employees, and just really enjoy watching her in those moments. If you're going to get involved with something, go all in and devote what you need to in order to help out. Leave it in a better shape than where you found it. One of the ways that I've seen my mom put customers first, the phone's ringing and everyone's busy, she'll pick up the phone. And the world ends at that point because she thinks at that point that problem that customer had is the most important thing in the world and that we need to take care of it. So regardless of what the rest of us are doing, what we have going on, we drop what we're doing to help Mom get that taken care of, because if not, she's on us till it's done. So, that's probably another thing that I've learned from Mom, is that she does truly care about our customers, and if they have an issue or if they just need a gas delivery, she wants to make sure that it's taken care of and wants to make sure that we get the job done.
Because we have all 4 brothers involved in the business, we've been able to start diversifying. We've diversified into salt supply, seal coat, and asphalt repair businesses.
In 2002, Collett Propane got into the asphalt business. It started off with a single truck and my brother and I going around knocking on doors, trying to get business. From there, it's slowly grown and into what it is today. After 17 years, we're happy to say we've had our best season on record. We've expanded our fleet, our services offered, and we're happy to say that we've officially gotten into the asphalt patchwork business. The goal at the end of the day is to become your single source stop for all of your asphalt needs. And as we continue to grow, we'll offer more and more services.
Family operations, you hear about them not working or anything, but it's always been a family operation, but not just with the family, but with the employees also. And that's the secret. What I liked about it is the freedom to do my job and the trust that Jane has given me to do that. The trust in me means a lot. And it gives me an opportunity to work with people and interact with people. So I've worked in the gas business since '67, so what's that, 52 years. When you go out in the middle of the night, let's say for instance you get called out in the middle of the night to run gas and they're out of propane, and you go there and they're freezing to death, and you put the gas in, you go in like their little pilot, and they got a big smile on their face, that's satisfaction.
You know, when you have employees who have that passion to not only come to work and do their job, but also want to really take care of their customers and make sure that the customers are happy, there's going to be stories like that all the time.
In tough times, we feel like we go the extra mile. We try to work with the customers the best we can. We try to work with them on the price and how many gallons are delivered, you know, at that time and what they can afford. You know, we don't want anybody to run out of heat and be cold.
Our employees are just good individuals. They get what it means to be good people in the community. It's something that you really can't ever put a value on. It's just beyond what most companies would expect their employees to do. They just do it because they're all good people.
I would highly recommend Collett Propane to my family members. It's just a great place to work. It's family atmosphere, they treat you nice. If you work hard for them, you get treated better.
When you're expected to work hard, you have to do it. And then when you have downtime, you know, you're allowed to do things a certain way, and they're kind of laissez-faire with things as long as everything still runs. What better place to be?
Started working for Jane. It was kind of, can she do it or can't she do it? Well, she took the bull by the horn, because there was hardly any women in the LP gas industry at the time at all. I mean, she started out with 0, and it is what it is today. And I got a lot of respect for her.
The passion that she shows for the different things that she chooses to get involved in, whether that's work or her family, it's had a major impact, and I've learned a lot watching her over the years. Just, like I said, going full into something and devoting herself to it, and not just, you know, trying to help out a little bit here and there, but when she does something, she goes all in, and I have loved watching her do that and really learned a lot from that.
What it means to me to pass this company down to the next generation it means the world to me.
With 4 boys taking over, us 4 brothers taking over from Mom, and still having Mom's input, I think it could be a really cool combination of things, because we all bring different things to the table. So, you know, I know that there'll be some changes that we want to make, but in the long run, we want to keep things working the way they are, because it's worked so well for a long time.
The company is not going anywhere. We are here to continue to grow and to be around for another 20 to 30 years. I'm sure there'll be changes made. There were minor changes made when I was coming in to become the boss lady. But they're not going to be changes just for change's sake. They're going to be changes that will make the company more profitable, more productive, and in the end, a better place to work for the employees.
My mother has taken what my grandparents did and created an awesome company, and has really, you know, my grandparents laid the foundation, and they worked really hard to be able to have something for my mother to take over, and then my mother's taken it and she's put her touch on it, and it's grown so much since then. We want to keep things running the way they are and just try to make them better. The future's bright.